And Christa, now to you, how do you think the jury perceived their demeanor, just their calm composure during all of this? I really didn't see a lot of emotion when she was testifying on the stand, especially talking about Chelsea.
Well, I think about, how people experience trauma is different for everybody. And these witnesses went through trauma, very significant trauma, not just what happened to them, but also later probably learning what happened to their neighbor. So I think that, we can't really be too critical about how someone testifies at trial that is reliving a trauma. You flight, you fright, you freeze, and these witnesses are calmly remembering what happened to them, but it doesn't change the trauma that they went through. You also have to remember that their demeanor is not really essential in terms of the charges for this particular defendant. It's what the defendant did that's important. And so I think that that the complaining witnesses did as well as could be expected. I mean, testifying at trial is scary, period. And I think that they did. I think that they did pretty well.
Well, pull back the curtain for me, Christa, a little bit. I know that you deal with a lot of victims, especially bullying victims. You specialize in that. And talk to me about the prep that they would have gone through, before this day.
Well, they're going to get prep from the prosecutor. The prosecutor is the first thing the prosecutor is going to say to them, and the last thing is the most important thing you need to do on the stand is tell the truth. And then you're going to go through the story with them. But you have to, when you're prepping a witness that's gone through trauma, you have to be very careful on how you approach them. And you need to be calm yourself so they don't get overly emotional. Because if they're overly emotional on the stand, that's not going to be good for the jury either to take in this information. And so you're going to spend hours with both of these witnesses, prepping them so that they are comfortable with you asking them questions, and then they're also comfortable with what you would expect to see in cross-examination.